Yeah, we're questioning this shit. Okay.
We don't have to be geographically correct. You know what I'm saying?
All right, but about Mario. So I'm confused because I was under the impression that there was a lot of DJs, but Herc and Flash were the ones that innovated and changed it so that, that's like the only distinction that I would make between them is that they changed something that the culture wind up keeping.
Mario played with a mixer.
Yeah, he played with a mixer, but he
before
wasn't
Flash?
Yeah, but
Yeah?
was Mario, Mario was more of a promoter than he was a DJ, okay? It was his equipment.
Right.
All right, Bam used to get equipment from Mario when Bam first started DJing.
Okay.
There's a couple of cats from that area who like Cool D, Tyrone, the mixologist. They from Bronxdale, Disco King Mario. These niggas are like unsung because they were there during the early developmental period, but once the shit went past that, they weren't to be heard of. Either life caught up to them and they started doing other things. They got married, went into the army or whatever. But at one time, they were as prominent in their neighborhoods as Kool Herc was on the west side. Okay, but if you had to pick one person who was dominant over everybody, you had to say it was Kool Herc because everybody from Bambaataa to Cool D to all of them, you had to, Kool Herc was that dude. All right? Now, if your sensibility, like if you come from the side of town we come from, I lived up the block from Kool Herc. I lived on Fallon Place. You could walk from my building to 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. Mm-hmm. So you motherfucker right. My influence, especially in 73, I was 13. I was 13 when that first party happened there. All right, so was I in Bronx River? Nope. Was I in Queens? Was I in Brooklyn? No, I was up the block from Kool Herc. So that's my immediate influence. Now, if you were somebody somewhere else, and there was somebody as influential in your neighborhood, then that's where you got your hip hop from. But if you ask that person, they gonna mention Kool Herc.
Okay.
So it all comes back down, full circle.
So let me ask everybody in the room this.
I think if you ask Bam, which I would never ask Bam.
Bam, no too.
But Bam also got most of his shit from Mario.
From Mario, that's what I just said. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like you're saying like everybody is gonna automatically say Herc. I don't believe that. I think now that it's cool to say Mario. I mean, it's cool to say Herc because Mario passed a long time ago.
Nah, you can't say that. And you can't say if Mario was here today, Kool Herc would still be the name.
No, he definitely would. But I think more people would have Mario in their voice and in their comments if he wouldn't have passed early.
I agree with that. I agree with that as well, and that would have added to the conversation as far as the Latin influence. Or in hip hop, that's another name that you could have brought to the forefront, to say that. Now, I wanted to address a comment because I brought you on the show because you saw what we talked about before, and you made a comment, and that made me say, let me bring him on the show because he got some real shit to say about it. But I did get a comment, okay, from somebody who really don't know what the fuck they're talking about and took what I said the wrong way, and I want to address that right now. Okay, now somebody made a comment on our post about last week. Let me take my glasses off.
Oh, we on?
And they said anybody can clearly feel that Caz hate us Boricuas. Wow. All right? Because when it comes to his top MC, he puts himself on as top. But when it comes to the DJ, he could have mentioned or honor DJ Disco Wiz and DJ Charlie Chase, who with any of them two, there would be no Grandmaster Caz.
Wow.
Okay? Without DJ Disco Wiz or DJ Charlie Chaser, nobody would know or would be talking about Caz. Wow. And he knows this. Okay, now I'm not going to dignify who sent this and who the fuck you are, because I ain't trying to give you no fame or none of that. If you clickbaiting, the shit didn't work. But let me tell you this. I am and have been one of the biggest advocates for Latinos, Puerto Ricans, whatever you want to call, in hip-hop. Some of the most notable first Puerto Ricans involved in the culture of hip hop were down with me. Disco Wiz was down with me. Did I go to his house and ask him to DJ with him? No, I was a DJ. We went to school together. We was partners. I said, yo, come to my house. Check out what I do. Get down with me. I put Disco Wiz down with Casanova Fly. Okay? Now, as far as Charlie Chase was down with a group called Tom and Jerry. All right? They played disco music in the park. And every now and then, they would let Charlie get on and play 15 minutes of hip hop. All right? And I would pass by their jams and see Charlie during that 15 minutes of hip hop and jump on the mic with him. Okay? After that, Tony Tone left the Brothers Disco and started his own crew and recruited Charlie Chase to be the main DJ and then recruited us, the Cold Crush 4, to be a part of the crew. Okay? Now, prior to me getting down with the Cold Crush, Charlie Chase and Tony Tone and all these different sets of MCs that were down with them were doing park jams, okay, in different spots. You understand what I'm saying? When I got down with the Cold Crush Brothers, me, JDL, Easy AD, Almighty KG, and became the Cold Crush 4, that's when Charlie Chase and the Cold Crush Brothers came to prominence. So as far as you thinking Charlie Chase put me on or Disco Wiz put me on, no. I put them on, or we put each other on, but it was not the opposite. And as far as me not being nothing without them, I'm here. I'm here right now. Okay, my man Disco Wiz is a successful a chef. You know what I mean? He living life. He got his wife. He married. He's out of this thing. He's doing his thing. My man Charlie Chase is in Tampa, Florida. He's doing something else. Who's running hip hop? Okay, who's holding the banner of hip hop? Who's holding this culture up? Me, nigga. That's who. So the next time you want to comment on something about somebody who don't like Boricuas, nigga, I got 2 kids from Puerto Rican girls. My man TMP is a testament to the fact that I've been rocking with Puerto Ricans and Puerto Ricans been rocking with me since day one. So the next time you want to leave a comment on our post, know what the fuck you talking about, all right? Period. I'll drink to that, goddamn.
We gotta drink to that.
Gotta drink to that one. Gotta drink to that one.
Come on now.
I would.
Come on now.
Give my man a shot. Give my man a shot. Give my man a shot. I would drink to it.
I mean, for real.
If you ever had to be JDL right there for a minute.
Nah, I mean, cause I'm not the rah-rah, this and that, such and such. But don't ever try to disrespect, you know what I mean, my stature and what I do and what I say in this culture. Okay, if anybody is a proponent for Hispanics in hip hop, it's been me. Okay, every motherfucking important Puerto Rican in the beginning of hip hop was part of me or was supported by me or with me. From Disco Wiz to Prince Whipper Whip to DJ Charlie Chase, all of them. You understand what I'm saying? So knock it the fuck off.